Hello, good morning students of class 12th Science and Commerce. Welcome to Pandra Sir's virtual class on English literature, and our today's discussion is the third poem of your literature book Flamingo. The title is Keeping Quiet. Keeping Quiet, a poem composed by great poet Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda is the poet of this poem, and the poem, even if it is a very short poem, it teaches us the intricacy of our life and makes us able to understand our life, to understand our surrounding better. So, what is the theme of the poem Keeping Quiet? If in one word we try to explain the theme of the poem, then here the poet Pablo Neruda doesn't mean that keeping quiet means total inactivity or idleness. Instead, what Pablo Neruda means by the phrase keeping quiet is introspection. Hence, we can use the word introspection to be the theme of the poem. So, students, what is introspection? To introspect. Introspection means just going back in our thought to our past and just try to make an analysis of each and every words that we have uttered, each and every action that we have performed, and each and every thought that has occurred in our mind. It's a three-layer activity that we need to make a clear analysis of or a critical analysis of things related to our action, things related to our thought, and things related to our activity. But in Sanskrit we say Kaya Mano Bhagya. Hence, now come to the poem. I am reading the poem and just we will discuss the main points of the poem. So, here the poem goes like this. Now we will count, the poet says, now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still, means motionless. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Here in the first two stanza, our poet insists, our poet suggests us to remain motionless. Motionless, obviously it is virtually not possible to remain totally motionless. But by the word motionless, here the poet suggests that we should control our physical movement to the minimum possible degree. Because without stillness, we cannot concentrate, and without concentration, we cannot introspect. It would be an exotic movement without a rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Here in this stanza, the poet is trying to just tell us the benefits of keeping quiet or remaining motionless. And what happens? It would be an exotic movement. Exotic movement means it's obvious that we are going to enjoy such a condition where we are remaining motionless and we are introspecting. Without rush, without any engine. Without any engine means without any activity here. It symbolizes activity. and we would all be together in a sudden strangeness. And obviously, because we are not quite acquainted with such a situation, because in modern days the lifestyle has become such that it has made us, or it has converted us into a machine, a non-stop machine, working every time, thinking every time, planning every time. Means the total restless state of mind and body. It is the demand of modern lifestyle. But the poet suggests here to just keep quiet and try to come out of such a chaotic condition where every time we have to rush, every time we have to run, every time we have to work like a machine. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, because the poet is suggesting a still condition, a motionless condition. Then here motionless is not only restriction of physical movement. Motionless means it is restriction on activities. Might it be harmful activity? Like we know very well that in Antarctic Sea, in Arctic Ocean, where we can find many whales, whaler ships are there. They venture into that Arctic Ocean and they try to whale. That whaling ship means they kill whales and collect their bodies and come and use it for their professional or business purpose. So fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hot hands. You know, from seawater salt is extracted by the process of evaporation, and it is done manually in poor countries like India. And the bad effect of salt is such that while collecting for a long time salts with bare hands, often the worker hurt their hands. And here the poet suggests that just try to calm down your hands, try to put your hand into a soothing condition by restricting yourself from continuously doing the gathering of salt. Those who prepare green wash with gas, wash with fire. Just try to understand these three phrases. Those who prepares green wash means with our greedy activity, when we put harm to our climatic condition, it is called green wash, where we just make the climatic stability or equilibrium unstable with our greed, with our commercial activities. That suggests green wash. And wash with gas. Wash with gas means that is air pollution. And wash with fire, that means using artillery, using guns, using bullets, using missiles, using atomic bombs. These are war with fire. Means all destructive activities must be ceased for a while, because we are in a process of keeping ourselves quiet, keeping ourselves still. Victory with no survivors would put on clean clothes. Victory with no survivors. Yes. What is the meaning of war? It becomes meaningless. We should not feel proud when we win a battle. Why? Because many die. Many people die in a war. And if there is no survivor, for whose sake we are fighting? So war never can be a solution to any problem, according to our poet. So would put clean clothes, rather in fact the poet suggests that all people should put their finest clothes and walk about with their brothers. With their brothers means it is not a case of sibling, but it is the concept of universal brotherhood. That we must not feel that people are enemy to us. Rather than we should be feeling that all of us are like siblings, like brothers, like the descendant of same couple, same mother and father, same parents. in the shed doing nothing, and we should take rest in the shed with a thought of universal brotherhood. What I want should not be confused. Here the poet doubts that when he is suggesting stillness and calmness and quietness, then some readers might be confused and they might be thinking that the poet is suggesting inactivity or idleness. That's why the poet is clarifying here that what I want should not be confused with the total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want to truck with death. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness. Yes. Rather than getting busy with activity, action all the time, becoming ruthless, becoming restless, a couple of minutes of silence would just have a miraculous effect on our lifestyle. The poet says, of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. See, we have two problems. All human beings in the universe, in the world, has two main problems, that often they fail to understand themselves, and we all are mortal. That's why we all fear death. And these two steady things, these two gloomy things makes us miserable. And here, according to the poet, if we take the help of calmness, quietness, then obviously we would be able to come out of those gloomy situations at least for a while, and that would be a miracle. Perhaps the earth can teach us as when everything seems dead. See here the last one. In many dead looking things we can visualize life. Many things looks dead, like the earth itself. It has no locomotion. It is not breathing. It is not eating. So all the things suggest that it is a dead object. It is a lifeless object. But why the brownish earth all of a sudden turns into lush greenness when the rains fall? If it had no life, that's why it is our visualization, it is our thought, our way of seeing or looking at different things, that if we wish, then even in a dead or lifeless object we can see the presence of life. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. That's how the poet ends the poem. And this is all about the poem Keeping Quiet. So you do the same process, write the summary, find some not difficult word, actually unknown word or new words, and just try the question answer. Thank you. Have a nice day.